There's nothing like a dog to turn an ordinary day into a hilarious adventure, and this video wastes no time diving right into the chaos. It opens with the unmistakable sound of off-screen laughter as a clumsy puppy flops over during an overly ambitious attempt at running. His paws scramble beneath him like he's on a slip and slide, but he doesn't mind. He just gets up and does it again, tail wagging with every bounce. Moments later, the scene cuts to a bulldog charging forward like a four-legged cannonball. Someone shouts, "Attack!" followed by, "Who's your best friend, Yoshi?" as the dog pounces into the lap of a giggling child, knocking the camera sideways in a blur of fur and joy. Music swells as a new puppy waddles into frame, looking determined but completely unaware of her own oversized ears flopping with every step. She pauses mid-stride. Here's her name. Mayahan spins in a circle, tongue out and tail going wild. The soundtrack shifts to a peppy beat, matching her excited energy. Meanwhile, another dog is caught Mizumi in the hallway, sliding around the corner like a cartoon character on a banana peel. "Good girl," someone yells in the background, barely able to contain their laughter. In the next moment, we see a dog being quizzed. "Can you do a head tilt? Can you shake your tilt?" The dog stares intently, then slowly cocks her head so far to one side that she nearly tips over. The crowd goes wild, as much from the tilt as the dramatic pause before it. We cut to a sweet golden retriever lounging in bed, completely motionless, as someone off camera sings, "You Are My Sunshine," in a shaky but heartfelt voice. As the lyrics falter, the dog groans, rolls over, and gives the kind of side-eye that says, "Really? This again?" A puppy chorus soon joins in, howling along like they've been rehearsing for their big debut. Suddenly, the camera cuts to a dog mid-sneeze, then to another one, hiccuping, while trying to bark, as if he's surprised by the sound coming out of his own mouth. The editing is quick, clever, and packed with enough randomness to keep the viewer laughing non-stop. Next, we witness the chaos of morning routines in a dog-filled house. One pup's being bundled into a jacket for a snow day adventure, wriggling like a worm trying to escape a raincoat. Another dog sits calmly, waiting for boots until the first boot goes on, and he immediately stiffens like a statue. Cut to the backyard. Puppies tumbling down a small hill, trying to chase a plastic sled that has already outrun them. "Come on, push," someone encourages as the little pup nudges the sled from behind. One brave soul named Sprout actually manages to ride the sled for a few glorious seconds, before tipping over into a snowbank. Applause and cheers fill the background, because in a world of dog comedy, even the smallest effort deserves a standing ovation. Back inside, chaos returns in the form of a shredded pillow. Feathers are everywhere. The camera pans across the room like a crime scene, landing on a very guilty-looking poop. "Did you do this?" the human asks. Silence. "No. Are you sure?" The dog blinks a beat, then the poodle slowly, very slowly, backs out of frame. Meanwhile, another pup is trying to carry an oversized stick through a dog door. He gets halfway in. The stick doesn't fit, and his solution is to back up, rev up, and charge it again. He does this 5 times, and it works. Pure determination. The music softens as we transition into a sweet, emotional moment. A little girl is meeting her puppy for the first time. Her eyes are wide, her voice trembling. She holds the tiny fluff ball and immediately begins to cry. "She's so cute," she whispers, "so I'm crying." Her parent gently asks, "If it's cute, then you cry." She nods, trying to hold back the tears, but it's no use. The puppy licks her cheek. Cue, more tears, and a chorus of awe. From everyone watching, it's a reminder that sometimes joy is overwhelming and nothing hits the heart like the first cuddle from your new best friend. From tears to giggles. We read now in a scene where a dog keeps stealing socks and dropping them in the bathtub. His owner narrates with mock frustration, "Every time I do laundry, this guy becomes the sock bandit." The dog looks utterly pleased with himself, sitting next to his pile of stolen treasure. Later, we catch a dog mid-stretch on the couch, eyes closed, snoring gently, paws twitching as he dreams. Then there's the moment where a pup tries to howl along with a harmonica, but keeps getting scared by his own voice bark. Yelp, pause, repeat. He eventually gives up and just chews the harmonica instead. As the video continues, we're treated to more doggy conversations. One clip shows a human asking, "Do you want something?" over and over, while a husky huffs, spins, and finally gives a dramatic woo in response. Another dog simply nods when asked if he wants a treat. No bark, no jump, just a slow, serious nod. Later, a puppy tries to hide a bone under a pillow, and when the human uncovers it, the puppy gives the camera a betrayed glare. In another clip, a toddler tells her mom, "I love him so much," referring to her new dog. Her mom replies, "You're welcome," and the girl says, "You're the bestest mom anyone had." It's funny and touching all at once. Proof that dogs don't just make us laugh. They bring out the softest parts of our hearts. Back to the comedy. There's a corgi trying to climb onto a couch that's just a little too high. He jumps, falls, tries again, and finally makes it, only to slide off in slow motion. A dachshund gets stuck in a hoodie sleeve and walks around like a four-legged worm until someone helps him out. Then there's the classic game of Who Did This, in which three dogs sit side by side, and the human pans the camera slowly across their faces. One dog avoids eye contact, one stares confidently, and the third is already halfway under the coffee table. Mystery solved. In another scene, bedtime becomes a battle. A sleepy dog is curled up on the only pillow on the bed, and his owner is trying to gently move him. Night-night, Chloe. Night-night, love, the owner says, lifting the blanket. Chloe responds by dramatically collapsing and refusing to move. The tug-of-war continues for several hilarious minutes until the owner gives up and sleeps at the foot of the bed. Meanwhile, a group of puppies is running in the backyard, chasing bubbles. One bites a bubble midair and sneezes. Another gets soap on their nose and starts rolling in the grass in panic. It's silly, chaotic, and exactly the kind of content the world needs more of. Toward the end of the video, there's a sweet scene where a dad is holding a puppy and says, "I love you, buddy." His child says, "I love you, Dad." And the dad, with the puppy still in his arms, replies, "You're welcome." There's a brief pause, then the kid declares, "You're the bestest mom anybody ever had." The dad laughs. "Well, I'll take that." It's a perfectly candid family moment, wrapped in fur and affection. The puppy licks both their faces, unaware of the sentiment he's just created. As the music begins to wind down, we return to a sunset beach scene where a dog digs furiously in the sand. While the waves crash in the background, another pup runs into the ocean, then sprints back just as fast when the water touches his toes. One final clip plays an exhausted owner carrying a sleepy golden retriever up the stairs, saying, "This is definitely going to be a good workout for me," while the dog dangles limply in her arms like a giant teddy bear. The screen fades to black with the sound of gentle music and the words, "Thanks for watching." And really, what more can you ask from life than a few dozen belly laughs, a handful of happy tears, and 30 minutes of absolute dog-fueled joy? Whether it's a howling husky, a head-tilting shepherd, or a zoomy happy mutt, every moment reminds us why we love dogs. Because no matter what's going on in the world, they're always ready to make us laugh, comfort us when we cry, and love us without hesitation.